Okay. Hi, my Deliciouslight, it's Lena here. Welcome back to my channel. So, I just filmed a video, but it didn't work out, so I'm going to take that as a sign. Guys, look, my hair's gone red again. My red's coming out. I really want to colour my hair red. Yeah. I just wanted to say to you guys that it's really important to purely and utterly focus on yourself. Don't let other people's opinions get in your way, get into your head, get into your thoughts. People will do everything they can to close. So like, see yourself as a book, right? You're an open book, yeah? People will do anything they can to keep you shut. Doesn't matter how beautiful you are. Doesn't matter how much you hold. Doesn't matter how much you can give. People will shut you and keep you from being a star in this world, from being seen in this world. I think it's been really tough for me. I've made it really hard for myself living here and being here, especially being on my own. I don't know anyone. I'm not friends with anyone. I'm not close to anyone. I'm not letting anyone help me. I'm doing this all on my own, just so I can make this possible. And sometimes you have to cut off all distractions. Like I really wanted to go to Knockout, which is in Sydney, but I don't think I'll be able to go because I'll be spending money going to Thailand in November, and it's like, I guess I'll have to say goodbye to raving just so I can do this. I've been struggling a lot in my head, and it seems like no one can see me in my reality, and I want you guys to know that. You're seen. I see you. I know what it's like. I know where you're at. I know how it feels. That's why I'm putting myself through this, because I want to show people that you're not alone and you can get through it. You can find the light. As dark as the tunnel is, you'll find the light. You always find the light in a tunnel, no matter how far, no matter how long the tunnel is. Just continue to focus on yourself, even if it means you have to cut. Even if it means you have to cut off your social life and cut off all distractions. Like, I've had to lose everything to get here, and it still affects me today. The regret, the shame, the regret and shame I feel leaving my family, the regret and shame I feel leaving my ex, the regret and shame I feel leaving that town and not helping out because I chose to be selfish and put myself first. And it's hard. I feel like I have to hold back as well in my workplaces, and I have to just kind of turn my mind off. And during work I have heaps of ideas of things like writing music, just ideas just buzz through me, and sometimes I have to shut those off. And sometimes that's when I'm at work, that's when my emotions hit me, and I'm like, man, like, was this the right choice? Was it right being alone? Because it feels really lonely, hey, focusing on myself. I've literally just been like, I'm going to throw myself in the deep end and see if I can swim. How long will it take me to learn how to swim? How long will it take me to learn how to swim till I can find the shore, till I can find the island to live on, to be free on, to find land? Because right now I'm starting to swim, I'm starting to put my head above the water, but it's like, no one's there. It's just me. I decided to do this on my own, so I have to do this on my own. I have to stick to my choice. I have to stick to all the damage that I've done. I have to stick to all the damage that I've caused. I have to live with that regret. I have to live with that shame. I have to live with that I've lost lots of people, lots of good relationships I could have had. I have to live with that because I chose myself. I chose to put myself first. And even in my reality now, I'm still choosing myself. I'm not letting anyone get close to me. I'm not making any connections. I'm just like staying at a distance and remembering that this is what I want to do, and I have dreams and I have goals. I train Muay Thai, and that helps a lot with keeping me mentally stable. I feel like I'm getting a lot more, toned, and I'm learning a lot, but I'm really sad because I feel like I train and it just reminds me of my ex, and it's like, man. But if I want to be a butterfly, I have to be free. And through that, I'll find another butterfly, being free and exploring, I guess. My mind shouldn't be on finding anyone else. It shouldn't be being. It should just be being, just flying, being free. Someone will come to me at the right time, but it's something I shouldn't focus on. It's just, I feel very lonely right now. I do. It's hard. I feel like I haven't really had time to heal and actually sit there and process before I jumped into work last week, and this week I've been working like every day in training. I just feel like every time I want to cry and I need that time to release, it's when I feel it at work. It's when I'm at work it hits me. It's when I'm at work, I'm in my head and I'm thinking about the past and I'm thinking about my choices and I'm questioning myself and I'm questioning what I'm doing. Is this right? Am I silly? Am I silly for wanting to sit in front of a camera? Am I silly for wanting to make YouTube videos? Is everyone right? Do I think too far ahead? Is it wrong for me to put myself first? Was it right for me to hurt that person? I never even apologized. Was it right for me to cut off relationships that could have been healthy? I just felt like I couldn't obtain those relationships until I had a healthy one with myself. And I feel like now with my jobs and everything I'm doing, I'm getting a thick skin. I'm learning to trust myself more and trust my intuition and trust myself and trust what I know and what I feel is right. Because it's hard because I'm trying not to fall into other people's lifestyles or personas or lives, because it's really easy for me to merge with anyone because of how evolved my soul is. Do you know what I mean? And I still feel like I'm not seen. That's why I'm doing this, because I feel like I deserve to be seen, and through this I feel like other people like myself deserve to be seen, because I know I'm not alone, and I know there are people out there that aren't happy with their lives and that do want more and that have left everything to be where they are right now. And through that becomes success. Through that comes success. That's what I purely and utterly believe, that I have to put myself through hell and throw myself in the deep end, even if it means that I can get out. You know, I believe in the universe. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in all that spiritual stuff. And that's what I keep close to my heart. That's what keeps me going. God, my spiritual team, my belief in believing that there's more out there and that anything is possible if I focus on myself and let God guide me, and my team in spirit of the highest light guide me, so my angels and my guides and any other beings of love and light that constantly watch over me, my ancestors. I know that I have to break this generational curse in my family, and I know that the only way I can break this and be free and free my family is if I leave, and if I do it on my own and I end that, so that I can live a happy life. My brother and sister can live a happy life and be and do what they want, you know? Like, sometimes your parents are your biggest teachers. Sometimes your parents are meant to cause trauma, to wound you, so that you can choose to grow and evolve through that, or you can choose to repeat that cycle and that generational, I guess, curse, or not even curse, just generational cycle that's been going on forever. Do you know what I mean? And I chose to be the oldest, and I chose to break that, and I've had a lot of karmic situations in getting here and being here, and it's been really difficult for me, and I'm still struggling, and I'm still really hard on myself. Every day I'm still really hard on myself. I beat myself up every day, even when I'm training. It's really hard because I'm trying so hard not to just cry and break down, because I'm trying so hard to not give up, because my heart aches over one person, but my heart knows that that person isn't for me, and that person carries someone else's heart, and I have to accept that. I have to accept that I need to walk alone. I have to accept that I have to do this on my own, or it just won't work. I have to learn to do things on my own. I have to be on my own, or else I just won't learn and I won't grow. And for me to follow my dreams, I have to go through something. I have to go through life. That's just how I see it, and that's just what I know. It's hard. Like, I see all these houses and all these cars and all these happy people, but no one's really happy. It's just hard. I'm like, man, I could have had that. I could have had that. But I'm here. And I'm on my own. And I chose to do this on my own, so I have to stick to it. I have to stick to what I said. And I want you to know that sometimes when you guys stick to what you said and what you felt was right for you, even if it meant you had to be selfish and leave your workplace and leave that person and leave your family because you felt like it was suffocating you. You made the right choice, and sometimes you have to do that. That's the only way you're going to grow, because you realize the people around you, you realize your environment isn't helping you grow, and sometimes you have to leave that. Right now I feel like the environment I'm in isn't really helping me grow where I'm living. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful, lovely place. I'm so grateful that I found it, but I feel like I'm ready to move on the road. I feel like that's my next jump. After this, I'd love to move on the road, focus on this and work and focus on YouTube and TikTok and live on the road and move and travel. Like, you know, I'm so grateful I was able to experience that with my ex, but it seems like it's just fading now, and nobody knows. Nobody wants to know. Nobody wants to know me. Nobody wants to see me. And that's why I struggle so much, because I feel like in my reality I'm not seen, but on the internet I'm seen, and I find that really sad. That people feel like they need to come to the camera and find their people to talk, because you're not alone. You're not alone. Just because you're focusing on yourself and you've had to leave everything doesn't mean you're alone. You're not alone. Who's with you? You are. I'm with myself right now. You're sitting with yourself. And 1111, there's your angel number, because you want change. And sometimes you have to let go of everything. I've had to lose everything to get here. I've had to accept that if I want to live a successful, free life, I have to lose everything. I have to cut off everything. I have to be my own person. I have to focus on myself, because things will distract me and things will stand in my way. And things are trying to stand in my way, but I'm moving. I'm dodging them. That's why I like Muay Thai, because it helps me feel like I'm sharp on life. Like, I can do this. Because in Muay Thai, I'm struggling a bit because of my mental, because I'm thinking about my life and how I feel like no one sees me, and I'm struggling in my head. I'm struggling so much. No one person's asked if I'm okay. No one person has said to me, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Not even where I work. Not even a little gratitude. Not even a little recognition. I deserve to have gratitude and recognition. I'll give it to myself. You guys shouldn't be so harsh on yourselves, because at least you're trying. I know you look around you and you wish you had that person, or you wish life was different, but I want you to know that sometimes it's for the best, and sometimes in order for you to do things, it means you gotta hurt other people and you gotta hurt yourself. That's how you grow. And what I mean by hurt other people is it will hurt other people when you do things for yourself, and it sucks. But if you want to be happy, that's how the cookie crumbles. That's how I see it. You want to be someone, you got to go through something. You can't be someone and have no experience in life, not do anything. I struggle. I do. I think about my past. I think about the memories. I think about everything. I think about walking right back into that door when I've completely locked it and chained it up so I don't go back to the past. Why should I walk back? I mean, I always stare at it and I'm like, man, what if I... But then I'm like, why did I leave? Why did you leave, Lena? Why did you guys leave? Why did you choose to be free? Remember that. Why you left. It's always hard because you're in the middle, right? And you're just seeing your daughter freedom. You're just seeing the future you could have if you just keep walking, but you have to face where you're at right now. You have to face where you're at right now to move forward. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to name three things that I'm grateful for, and you should do the same as well. I am so grateful to have a roof over my head. I'm so grateful to be training and working on myself and showing up every day, and I am so grateful to be working and having jobs that support me financially. I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful. Repeat your gratitude every day to the universe, to life, to God. Be grateful for what you have. People don't have anything. I'm in the city and I see homeless people. Like, after I finish work, I catch the bus, and it's so sad seeing how people live, and that motivates me to be better. Why should I give up when I have the chance to be free, to live the life I could have? That's what I think about when I'm walking in the city, and when I'm walking around, I'm like, man, all these people they just give up. They just live a normal life. They just choose to give in to reality, to give in to the matrix. Nobody chooses to escape it and take the other pill. Do you get what I mean? Blue pill, red pill, which one will you take? It's your life. You choose to live it. You choose to be who you want. But it means that you're going to have to make sacrifices. I've made heaps of sacrifices and it hurts. I hurt every day. And nobody can see how much I'm struggling. But I still turn up and put a smile on my face. I show up to training every day and I smile when I continue to push myself. I show up at work and I continue to smile and push myself and say, do you guys need help? Do you need me to stay back? Even though I'm suffering on the inside, even though I have to catch the bus home, even though I have to walk everywhere, I'm suffering just so I can have this freedom to find myself and find who I am. You can do the same too, and I know in your own journey that it will take time, and like, you're not alone, okay? You're not alone. Other people are trying to make something of themselves in this lifetime. Doesn't matter how many times you fail, you keep going. You can do it. I believe in you. You should believe in yourself. I believe in myself, even though I'm so harsh. Don't be so harsh on yourself. At least you're trying. Even if you fail, you'll succeed. You'll succeed through failure. I'm telling you right now, it's okay to fail. Why should you fear failure? Failure is what helps you succeed. Continue to move forward. Continue to walk towards that door to your success and your freedom. Don't walk back to what broke you. Don't walk back to your old self. I've got my red hair coming through, and it seems like I still took a part of myself, even though I'm moving forward. I just chose to leave what wasn't for me. I love that red hair, and it's starting to pop through my black hair. I'd probably color my hair red again, but it looks like it's already red. It's like that part of myself that I carried, that strength in myself is still there. But I'm still moving forward. I'm still moving forward. Doesn't matter if I'm tired. Doesn't matter if I don't get that much sleep. I still show up to training. I still cook for myself. I still do everything for myself. That doesn't mean you give up. That doesn't mean you go back to what hurt you. That doesn't mean you go back to what suppressed you and made you feel like you couldn't be who you wanted to be because everyone was in your ear telling you this and that, telling you you can't do it. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are to put yourself first? Who are you? Who do you think you are? Help yourself in this world before you help anyone else out. How can you help other people when you're still trying to find yourself? Find yourself and then help other people and move forward with it. But sometimes you need to be alone and figure out who you are. There's nothing wrong with being alone. I don't know why people fear it so much. Being around people too much, you don't know who you are. You're just that person because you're them. Do you know what I mean? You're all around all these people. I'm around no one right now. Who am I? Who am I? I'm not around anyone right now. I'm not choosing to hang out with anyone. I'm choosing to be by myself. I've had opportunities to go out to meet people, but I'm like, it's not for me. We're not on the same level. What's in it for me? How am I growing with you? I want to be around people with a growth mindset. And that's what I'm doing. And you can do it too. And I'm telling you right now, you will find your tribe and I'll find mine too. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in myself and you should believe in yourself too. All right, my delicious lights. That is just a little message to keep you guys going because you're not alone. You know, if you have dreams and you have goals and if it means you have to leave everything behind, don't walk back to what hurt you. It's Mercury retrograde right now. Everything's going to test you. Things are going to come up and be like, oh, is that for you? Or nah, no, keep moving forward, okay? You got this, okay? See you later, my delicious lights, and namaste.